Hello children, welcome back. In this session, we will learn about light. We'll start our new chapter, chapter number 16, light. Now you are able to see the words and sentences which are printed on this page, isn't it? And the world is largely known through the sense of senses. The sense of sight is one of the most important senses. So through this sense of sight, we can see various things, objects around us. Like we see mountains, rivers, trees, plants, people around us, and so many other things around us. And we also see clouds, rainbows, and birds flying in the sky. And at night, we see the moon and the stars. So if you think about these things, how is seeing made possible? So in this session, we will be learning about light, reflection of light in a detailed manner. So we know that sense of sight is the most important senses. So it is, but if you see only the sense of sight, even in the dark room, can we see any object? No. So it is only when the light from object, when it enters our eyes, we can see it. So the light might have been either emitted by the object or reflected by it. So what are the terms or important terms? Terminologies means terms related to the light are, that is, light is the energy which makes us to see, which enables us to see. Light is emitted from source such as sun. And we usually refer visible light, that is which is visible to the human eye, by which we can have the sense of sight. And now let us learn what makes things visible. So have you ever thought of how we see various objects around us? We may say immediately that we see by our eyes. We see the eyes see the objects. But the same way, if you ask, can you see in the same object in the dark? So it means that eyes alone cannot see any object. When can we see the object? It is only when the light from an object enters our eyes that we see the object. That is, when the light falls on an object and either it get emitted by the object itself or it get reflected from the object, when it reaches our eyes, then only we can see the object. That is, the light may have been emitted by the object or it may have been reflected by it. So what is light? Light is a form of energy which enables us to see around us. Or we can say that light is an electromagnetic wave. It is a it is a wave, electromagnetic wave that can travel through medium as well as through vacuum. Sound, we have learnt about sound is a wave which travel through only medium. Isn't it? Without medium, through vacuum, sound cannot travel. But if you see light is an electromagnetic wave which can travel through medium as well as through vacuum. And if you see types of objects, what we have seen around us, there are two types, luminous objects and non-luminous objects. luminous or non-luminous. Non-luminous, maybe it can be called as illuminated object. So what are luminous objects? Luminous objects are those objects which has its own light, like electric bulb, tube light, or a lighted candle, or when it is burnt, we can see some light. So these are all the that is luminous objects. So what are luminous objects? Luminous objects are those objects which has its own light. And non-luminous objects are those which do not has its own light. And these objects, they can reflected, they give after reflection they give light. So non-luminous objects can also be called as illuminated objects. And we have already learned in 7th standard that a polished or a shiny surface can act as a mirror, isn't it? And a mirror, so what is a mirror? When light falls on the mirror, what happens? It changes the direction of the light. And can you tell in which direction the light falling on the surface will be reflected? So now let's find out that. So for that, let's have one activity. We have to fix a white sheet of paper on a drawing board or a table, and take a comb, and we have to close all its openings. That is teeth-like structure. It is a comb, all its opening except one in the middle portion of the comb. We have to left it open. By how do we close the comb? By using strip of black paper to close the comb. Now what we have to do is hold the comb perpendicular to the sheet of paper. And so now what do we observe? When you hold the hold the comb perpendicular to the sheet of paper, and now we have to make a torch light to emit light through the opening of the comb from one side. Now with a slight adjustment of the torch and comb, now what can we see? We'll see a ray of light along the paper on the other side of the comb. So we can see the ray of light on the other side of the ray of light along the paper on the other side of the comb. Now keep the comb and torch steady. Now what we have to do is keep a plane mirror in the path of light ray. Now when the path of torch light ray, we have to keep a plane mirror. So we know that when you keep a plane mirror like any polished surface, it acts as a plane mirror. So when the light falls on a plane mirror, what happens? It gets reflected back, isn't it? So see here, the paper and only the center of the comb is kept open, and when you pass the light through the by a torch, and when you keep plane mirror along the path of the light ray, here what we can see the reflection of light on it bounce back. The light, when it falls on a plane mirror, it gets reflected, isn't it? So this, after striking the mirror, the ray of light is reflected in another direction. So the light rays which strikes the surface, what it is called as incident ray, and the ray that comes back from the surface after reflection is known as reflected ray. So here we have learnt two terms. What do you mean by incident ray? The ray of light which strikes the surface is called as incident ray. And what is reflected ray? The ray that comes back from the surface is after reflection is called as reflected ray. So children, so whenever light falls on any surface, only there are three possibilities. Either the light will be absorbed, what we call that as absorption. But let's see here, the light falling on the surface, it may be get absorbed. Or when a light, when it falls on the surface, if the surface is transparent, when it is opaque, it get absorbed. When it is transparent, what happens? The light get passed through it. So this passing through the surface, what we call that as transmission. So absorption. Now second one is transmission. Suppose if you take a clear glass, clean glass, all the light will easily pass through it. And if it is tinted glass, some of the light, only partial light can pass through it, but transmission of light will happen. And the third reason, the third chance is the light falling on the surface, it bounce back. What we call that as reflection. When a light, when it, for example, here you can see when a light falls on a plain mirror or any polished surface or any smooth surface, what happens? It gets reflected back, bounce back. So light falling on a surface of the object, either it may be absorbed or it may be transmitted or it may be reflected back, bounce back. So this bouncing back of light rays on a striking or surface, what we call that as reflection. So what is reflection? When the light falls on a smooth polished surface like mirror, it gets bounced back. So this bouncing back of light rays is called as reflection. And what are the characteristics of best reflector? Which object acts as a best reflector? The object which should have a shiny surface, or it should have a polished surface, or it should have a smooth surface. And for example, silver metal is the best reflector. And what are the terms we can use for this reflection? That is, we have learned incident ray. That is, the ray which strikes the surface is called as incident ray. And point of incidence, the point at which the incident ray strikes the surface is called as point of incidence. You can see here in the figure, incident ray, when the light falls on the surface, strike means it falls on the surface, is called as incident ray. And the point on the surface at which it strikes, it is called as point of incidence. And after it strikes, what happens? It bounces back. So the ray that bounces back on the striking surface is called as what? Reflected ray. And if you draw one perpendicular line drawn to the surface, what we call that as normal ray. So these are the terms we can use, will be involved in this reflection. That is incident ray, point of incidence, reflected ray, and normal ray. So children, till now we have learnt about how do we see object. That is, our eyes alone do not allow us to see. Light from a source falls on an object and then it bounces back. It reaches our eyes. That is how we perceive it. We can see it. And what makes things visible? We can see the world through our eyes or our sense of sight. But we cannot see anything without light. That is in darkness. When light falls upon or when it is emitted by an object, our eyes, it detects the light and hence the object becomes visible to us. Then we have seen about illuminated object. That is the object that do not produce light. Illuminated, the objects that do not produce light but they reflect the light that falls upon them are called as illuminated object. So got it? Illuminated object or non-luminous object. That is object that do not produce light on their own. But some non-luminous object which can reflect the light that falls upon them, they are called as illuminated object. Example, moon. And what are luminous objects? Objects which can produce light on their own are called luminous object. Example, we have seen tube light, bulb, sun, stars, torchlight, etc. Okay, children, we will end here, and in next session, we will learn about reflection of light in a detailed manner. Thank you.